Hello there. As you can see, we have Pokemon Omega Ruby on our screen. Now, this is going to be an awkward thing to say, and I deleted the evidence of it, so don't ask for the video. This is actually take 2, because my starter was a Feebas, and it only had Splash, so I literally could not defeat May, and thus I couldn't get Pokeballs. So, now that I know that, added on to normal rules of, you know, Waterlocke, hey, I need a Mon that can attack. So, yeah, ran into that problem already. However, what I do need to explain is the things that are not just normal Nuzlocke rules going on here. So obviously, and Waterlocke specific, obviously, you know, water types, big surprise. So I'm here on behalf of the Sharks being better than the Blackhawks by 12 or more points in hockey. So unfortunate that development, but here we are. And on behalf of that, I have chosen Omega Ruby because I want to do Gen 3, because obviously lots of water, so it's fitting. However, it's not Alpha Sapphire because I already had Omega Ruby on my computer, and I believe I must have, I don't know if we got far or did it, whatever. It's, you know, it's one of the various games I've played with Michael, clearly, because I had a thing that was labeled Soul Link Michael Omega Ruby, so that's why I have Omega Ruby already on my computer, in case you were wondering. Now, the main thing I have to do is say that this is not just a regular Omega Ruby, it is randomized. And so I have never done randomized Waterlocke on my channel before, as my previous, I'll say 1.5 Waterlocks, I guess, because I didn't finish the second one, and I don't have those files, so don't ask. It was just like the normal game, just with like impossible evos taken off, right? Because like trade evos, and for the second game there was, you know, Kingdra, right? So it was like just that taken off, and so this time around I wanted to do later, you know, as late of a gen as I could that I was willing to do, because sorry, Gen 7, I don't like Gen 7. So we're here in Gen 6. I'm playing Ancestral X with Michael currently, so didn't feel like doing X or Y. Thus, here we are. And thus that means there's many Pokemon available to us all the way through Gen 6. Great. Now, you're wondering, so it's randomized, am I just going to be hunting for a water type in every route? Hell no. I am not psychotic like Michael, and I'm not going to waste my time just trying to keep getting encounter after encounter and encounter. No. Instead, I found a different way to most likely waste my time. But for the sake of your time, it won't be that much of a time sink, because I have a wheel. And why am I showing you this wheel? Well, because this wheel has every possible water type through Gen 6, including Megas and, you know, forms, right? If you'll see, there's entries 128. So you see in the listings there, if you can see the text, if it's not too small, there's like Blastoise Mega, right? So it's every single one of them, because I'm willing to do forms, are all there. So why do I have this wheel? Because if I encounter something that is not water type and I catch it, I will then swap it out with whatever I roll on the wheel. So that is how we are going to implement those water types. How am I going to do that? It's Pikahex is the, like, you know, if you really want to know how I'm doing it. It doesn't matter for your purposes, because I'm going to pause the recording, get it in. It's going to keep the same, it'll keep the same nature, and then I will just change the moves to be the proper moves that it would have by, you know, level up to that point, right? So nothing crazy. I'm not trying to break the game here. I'm just literally trying to one-for-one swap the encounter. It's, in my mind, the way I came to this conclusion is like egg locks. Like where you catch them on, you swap it out for the egg. But in this case, I don't have a fuck ton of eggs, and I'm not going to make a fuck ton of eggs and just put them in the game instead, and then like rare candy them up. I can literally just go into PK Hex, just change the Pokemon. It'll be, to make it the same level, same nature, easy peasy. And it should, still show the data of where I caught it from, so, makes everything fine. It makes sense in my head. Hopefully it makes sense in practice, right? That's all I have to say about that, and then I think we're good to go. If I remember something else, I'll do it, but again, I literally just did this intro like 10 minutes ago, so, and then quickly found out that I didn't have a starter that was able to do it, so if I'm leaving out anything, we'll blame that. And as always, music in the background, ads will play, and I will mute them as soon as I can because I don't have Spotify Premium, and I have zero intention of getting Spotify Premium because I don't use Spotify other than for exactly this purpose. So I will try to mute it as quickly as I can. But since I'm assuming this is basically only for Tristan and Michael, you already know the drill. So we will start this adventure up here. Again, hopefully there's just a water starter. That will make it easier, but if not, I will go through, the part of the game that is required, then swap out the Pokemon, and I will literally show you the wheel spins, right? Like that's the whole point of the wheel spin, is that you can see it. So I'm not just like picking something random and then, trust me here. I just happen to roll a Kyogre, right? That's wouldn't be. I know you guys wouldn't trust me, and you'd keep me like, not that you wouldn't trust me, but more so you want to keep me accountable, right? And that's what friends do. So hopefully this time we can actually defeat May, because that's how I found out that is the requirement to get Pokeballs, is you literally have to beat her. And so Feebas does not do that, is what I have learned, unfortunately. Because it didn't matter that I got beaten by a Weavile. That took forever to beat me because the AI tries not to kill you in this game. Okay, so no, there's no water type, right? So because there's no water type, I'm just gonna take the Soul Rock because it has to have an attacking move, and it'll be the quickest to just get me to a point where I can swap this Pokemon out. I might have spoiled this. So it's a Weavile because I only randomized the starters from the literal. It's the same exact file. So I may or may not know a few of the wild Pokemon that are in these grasses, just because I ran into them, right? Like that's where we're at. So because of that, this is where I'm gonna get through the dialogue. I don't need to give this fucking nickname. I will give a nickname to whatever the Mon is, right? So, and I will explain nickname, of course. I will introduce you to the Mon, right? Like that's the least I could do, right? So we will now go over to the wheel. So we're gonna find out the starter. So here we are. I've never spun this wheel, so I don't know what sound effects are gonna happen. So here we go. I assume you can hear it, who knows? Oh my freaking god, what the hell is... Okay, I set it to rain mode, like everything is rain. So, whatever, I'm keeping this, by the way, what's it called? The sound effects, I'm gonna keep that in, just because I think it's funny and silly. However, okay, so we have a Sea King, like I said, I will, just as a proof of concept here, I rolled seeking. We're gonna keep seeking. So I'm gonna go back to here real quick just to show you what, the intent of what I'm trying to do here. So you see this soul rock? It is what nature? It's modest, right? So I'm gonna have a modest seeking level 6, right? That's the idea of what I'm doing here. So just to show you that, and it'll keep whatever the hell this held item is, right? The lax incense, right? Like it's as you can tell, I randomized the starter item. So I'm going to pause it and hopefully be right back here with a seeking instead of the soul rock. And I say hopefully because I haven't actually tried this yet, because I didn't get this far last time, because I had a Feebas as one of my starter options. So I will hopefully be right back. Okay, the moment of truth. Did this work? Because again, I don't know if it... Haha! Here it is! Okay, so it did work. I didn't check before doing this, so this is a genuine reaction. So, the ability, by the way, it was... When I went into the PK Hex, it said Levitate 1, 2, and like whatever, so like it said 1. So this was ability 1. In case you're wondering, these are the moves it gets. It had like Poison Jab and Mega Horn as other level 1 moves. Those are obviously not the moves that it would get if we played this in randomizer, right? So here we are. We have our modest Lax Incense Seeking Sickle. Don't think I need to explain that one. So we do have a move to be able to beat May. So that is, I don't remember what mon would she have? Did I assume I always do the keep starter thing, so we don't have any balls. Okay, so I did run into this previously, so I was aware that this could be here. So I'm gonna see if I can maybe get some experience from this real quick, because that would be nice. I don't care if you reflect my type, but yeah. So I'm glad that this worked. And then I don't have to re-record again, because it was annoying that I already had to do it once. But it's fine. We have our solutions. So we've seen it now in practice already before. So now it's just, when I catch them on. Which, that is an ad that I will be...
When you can slash.
Yeah. We are muting the ad. So, glad that this works. It did not take me a long time. I don't know if that clock is on there or not, but I'm gonna get one extra level here. Oh, okay, that's gonna take too long with Peck. So because I'm looking up the moveset also, I'm actually gonna know what moves I'm gonna get. Like, I'm gonna have literally like the moves pulled up, right? So I get a sneak preview of what movesets that I maybe don't know in the exact game, right? Like, so that's neat for me. I don't know if that matters to anyone else, but I like it. So we are only able to buy potions. I know that because I checked in the last time. And do I want potions? Because right now we have 11, so who cares? And also, I'm gonna save this game before I forget to do so at any point. And is Lax Incense the one that what's it called? Yeah, it causes things to miss. So that I was just double checking because I couldn't remember how to be honest. So I will fight and hope that I beat her this time around, but yeah. Okay, so I didn't think about that because that's an unintended consequence of how I re-randomized this to make it just go faster. As you can see, Feebas was in the middle slot, right? So obviously this Feebas has moves that I did not have access to. But yeah, so it's because I chose a different slot. That's so funny. There you go. There's pseudo proof of what I'm talking about earlier. Now you know I'm not making that up, although it'd be a wild thing to just make up for no reason. So I guess Feebas and henceforth Melodic will be my rival's starter for our purposes here. Which, you know, defeating a rival with another water type, that sounds like a worthy rival in my eyes. But okay, so we have the balls. So our lock has begun. I will save for this momentous occasion, and also just force save. Whatever, who cares? Whatever, it's fine. Okay, so we are away we go on our journey here, for which, God, stop making. Mother, I have things to do here. I didn't read what she said though, so now I'm gonna talk to her. Okay, thank you for healing me. So we have an encounter to get here. Oh my God, how many times can we get stopped? I think that's crazy that we just get stopped like this. Also, because I'm on speed up, I don't know if I'll be able to do the creepy crawly, which I do vividly remember annoying Michael with. So the encounter, it is a weeping bell, but as we remember, right, it's not a weeping bell if I catch it, right? So we caught it, so great. We're not naming this because it does not matter, because I will name it and explain, right? So we are going to save here, and then we are going to go over to the wheel, which I did remove the Sea King off of it because, you know, dupes and such, right? So this wheel is not moving very much. Weird. It was lively earlier. So yeah, so let me double check. We are on screen, right? Yeah, okay. So it is time to find out what our weeping bell will become. Alright, so we have a Gastrodon. Hooray! So I shall put this right here, pause the recording, we'll be right back with, I'm naming it Gary, because, you know. Alright, we have returned. I think I put in a cheat to remove the outlines off the Pokemon, so. And like the character sprites, so hopefully that looks better. I don't know if I wasn't paying enough attention. So here's Gary, the Gastrodon. We did get Storm Drain, we got lucky on that, and here's the moves that it literally gets, which it was gonna learn. It's like the first few moves it learns is literally Mud Slap and Water Pulse. So we're not gonna learn anything immediately, but obviously it having Water Pulse broken as shit. It's a neutral nature that doesn't do anything. And again, the Storm Drain is nice for it personally. Like, obviously, water types are not going to be the, best thing ever against us, right? But I will move the Laxant Sense over, because I want to train it up a little bit here. So I think the outlines are gone. I don't know. But either way, yeah, we have Water Pulse, so this is something I need to train up immediately. because you know, we have water pulse, like, compared to Peck. So, obvious. Yeah, so, unfortunately, head empty right now because all I can think of is I'm trying to like figure out did the outlines actually get removed, and I think the answer is yes. Like, I'm pretty sure. And then other than that, you know, raging success here on the idea to PK Hex the encounters basically to make sure I get water types right. I think at least success in the sense that it's working the way I intended. Whether you two like it, that's a whole separate thing. Honestly, I'm gonna go to this first before I run. You know, no, fuck it. I'm killing this shit. It didn't kill. Alright. Well, that was an unnecessary risk that I just took for no reason. But okay, so here we're gonna find out moment of truth. I don't remember if I have to like so I have like a circle stick, right? So like I can do that, but so like I am on speed up, right? And I have it like set as like just not like toggled. It's straight up just like this is just how. Can I just leave? Okay, sick. If I can just leave, I just don't care enough. So like I'm not gonna do that. Which I'd rather have the map up, but she's still there. That's funny. So yeah, I'm not gonna do the creeping around. There are a lot of grass types here. And okay, yeah, this looks different than the encounter. Sorry, I know I'm harping a little much on the outlines, but I didn't remember to do it before, right? So I remember it after, so I'm just making sure it is in fact there. So yeah, it's super easy. It's just a cheat to add on to it. So, and learning Horn Attack is fantastic. So now we have moves, which also, this reminds me, I do need to order the moves because I like to have the way I order my moves is strongest attacks on the top, status on the bottom, and then in order of how likely I am to click them. So, you know, simple. Obviously, you know, I think the basic thing that everyone does, right? Like something you're gonna click the most, you want it in the top left, right? Like that's a simple thing. I don't think that's too out there in methods of how to order moves, but everyone has their own unique way to do it. So at least that's me. Like I literally in my head calculate, hey, stab, and also is there special attack or physical attack higher, stuff like that. Like it's literal, just like, hey, if everything's neutral, what is the strongest move I could click for when I'm talking about like the move power. So we are here. Also, I did debate whether I should show grinding or just like rare candy shit up, because I know both, at least from experience of the first iteration of playing Platinum 30 minutes at a time, neither of Michael or Tristan seemed to be super high on having like a full episode dedicated to grinding, whereas I had no problem doing so, right? So I ended up just going with, I'm gonna probably just show you the grinding. Like it's, and I don't know, I don't edit shit, so maybe I'll put like a message in the like top or bottom, whatever, just be like, hey, yo, it's a grinding time, just what's it called? Just skip ahead or what's it called? Yeah, I could like either put a timestamp of like, hey, if you want to like just move on from me grinding, something like that, or I could just straight up just tell you, hey, just 2 times the speed so that, you know, I'm just grinding, don't worry about it, kind of thing. Like, I wouldn't spoil, like, if something like, if in the example of, like, if something were to die, then, you know, it's gonna be there, right? Like, it's, I'm not, there's nothing to hide, kind of thing, so. I think it is time now to go get the next encounter. So we'll see what I decide, I guess is the better way to put it. Is that in my head, I'm probably just gonna grind as I go. I mean, I don't know. Like, if I have to do like a dedicated grinding, we'll decide. Like, in theory, yes, I could just level up all my mons in what's it called? Like PK Hex, or just rare candy. You know, put rare candies in the game, whatever. You know, whatever. Do something like that. Like. But I do the grind, you know, that's part of the game to me, I don't know, so I think I have to go into this and just, I might have to like peck it, which I'm not thrilled about, or I think actually Supersonic is probably better, because I don't want to hit it, but we'll see. So, the awkward thing that I kind of glossed over earlier is that if I find like these legendaries or whatever, but they're not water, it's just like a harder time for me to catch up on. So I'm not super excited about that, right? Like, which is weird compared to, you know, normal playing the game, right? It's like, oh, Thunder is nice, but it's like, I'm literally never using a Thunderous, right? So, at least as a Thunderous, right? I'm gonna let the wheel decide, you know, hey, if I catch this, what it is. But now, because we are in that situation, I have to literally make it kill itself, or not kill itself, but I have to make it hit itself. Which also, it is charging up like crazy, so I'm gonna just move over here real quick. In case it starts thunder shocking. But yeah, so like, it's kind of annoying that this is extra hard to catch, even though, you know, my reward would not be Thunderous, right? It's if caught, which at this rate I don't know if I'm catching it, which is unfortunate. So we will try our darndest here, but I might just be. Okay, sick. It just wanted a Premier Ball. No worry. I do like to try all the balls and hope that one sticks, kind of thing. So we will save. I mean, I'll show you real quick. I guess maybe I should get in the habit. I'll show you like the nature, whatever, if it has an item. Like you can see from here. Whatever, the, you know, plus speed minus SPDF, right? So this is what we're working with. I don't know. I think I already saved. I don't remember, but either way, I need to save before because I literally have to exit the game for the mechanics of how we do this. So we're gonna go over to the wheel. We're gonna spin that wheel. It is Totodile. We have, so the Thunderous will be a Totodile. Hooray. So, I'm gonna pause and be right back. Alright, we have returned, and as we see, we have Totodile. It only has Scratch and Leer so far, but obviously it's level 2, it'll get Water Gun soon enough. Heal up, which it does. I was reminded as I was changing Thundurus into the Totodile. But we have some business to attend to. Is there no, like... Yeah, like, I don't want this one. It's... Oh, okay, there's like a list of stuff. Okay, sick. So... We do... have to set this up. I will always give a hat tip to Noah. He's the one that had the idea within our friend group, thus actually, is Crag cooler for the other one? Hold up. What's Crag look like? Okay, no. Just double checking. But yeah, the Heaven and Hell box that are now staples of every run. So I will always shout him out for the idea. And I think it is nice because, you know, some Mons fight valiantly for you, and they do everything in their power to really help you out. However, some don't. Actually, you know, while we're here, this should probably be nice in water. So yeah, I'm just gonna save when I remember. It feels weird not doing save states.
Noticing your car insurance rate creep up even without tickets or claims? You're not alone. That's why there's...
We are stopping that, yeah. So I'm assuming my ads are gonna be weird timings because it's not like the 30-minute thing where I'm only like recording for, 30 minutes. Hence the... So yeah, this guy now lets us go through. Cool. So now we're on 102, which I think I want to lead Sea Kingsicle, as we will. Right? There's not any other reason to do anything else. I don't like that these both say 101, but obviously it's, there's a starter, gift mon versus thing. So I guess technicality, yeah, so they are both 101, and this is 103. So just getting my ducks in a row, if you will. Okay, so here we go. Great example of, well, what happens if we run into a water type? We catch it, and we don't... Sorry, coughed in excitement. We don't have to actually do the song and dance that is the wheel and putting it in the game because it's already here. Which I meant to buy more Pokeballs, I think. Well, I don't have any money, right? I spent all my money. So maybe I didn't mean to buy more Pokeballs, but I know I had to use a lot for the last one, right? So that's all that got me thinking. But okay, good. I was gonna say, please don't kill yourself, Lombre. You have too much to live for. At this point, we're just throwing balls, which I'm gonna be really sad if we don't catch the actual water type that we got here. But thankfully, that is not a reality we have to live in. So we have the Lombre that obviously the whole line is associated with Mirror B, so it will Mirror B, even though I hate the game that Mirror B is from. So it doesn't mean that it ain't iconic, right? So it is the Jolly Pokemon, which is it jolly? No, it is not jolly. What nature is this? This is neutral. It's quirky. So not quite, but we do have 2 swift swimmers, so if we ever get some rain going, that'd be nice. But you know, even without the swift swim, I would say the exact same thing. So I see the recording's at what, like 35 minutes right now, so maybe I might settle on like 45 minutes, maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'll just see like how I'm feeling, because I want to get these leveled up before I like move on. So maybe once I get them leveled to where I want, then that's when we cut this episode. So in that sense, you could take this as a, hey, I intend to stop this episode once I grind these up, so thus it is grinding till the end. So if you don't want to watch me do it, completely understandable. You're not missing anything, hopefully, is the idea. That did a little more than I would have liked. So if you do want to see me grinding, or just have me on in the background, as you probably should in the first place anyway, shouldn't be like a main screen deal here, I don't think. But yeah, it's not going to be anything too crazy, but I think that the squad's rounding out nicely, as it does when you have water types. The more the merrier. And we're getting some secondary typings, which is nice, right? The water grass is very unique, and water ground is always a godsend to any Waterlocke run. So I think we're off to a very strong start, and then with any run, I always want fully evolved mons as soon as possible for the randomized purposes, right? Just because base stats, right? Base stats are good, even if they didn't have great moveset. Base stats are just worth too much. So I think that having Gary and Sea Kingsicle be able to lead the team until Jaws, I don't know if I ever said the name, but it was on the screen at least, so you may or may not have seen it. Oh, there you go. Jaws did in fact get Water Gun at 5, like I was saying. So because special attack's only like 2 different, what I was talking about for move priorities, you know, base 40, but with stab goes to 60, so stronger, right? That's basically the logic of my move ordering, right? Why does my mind work this way? I feel like I just think of something, I just go full tangent, I don't say it, I don't like mention, oh yeah, I'm switching over topic, I just like, it comes in my head, I just say it. So I assume, Tristan and Michael, you two are used to me doing this already, if you've you know, since you two have watched the other videos to see what happened in the 30 minutes at a time run, so you already know my, I don't want to say style, but I don't have a better way to phrase it, just the way I do it, right? I'm just saying whatever comes to mind, and I guess they're probably, even though I don't know how much damage it's gonna do, but I do more damage than they do, so it's probably better to just solo do this, even if it's gonna take a lot of astonishes. And then I just say whatever's on my head, like on the mind, right? And so, for example, like as I'm doing that, stone evolutions, like water stones, obviously we need water stones generally in a run like this, right? Which I'm pretty sure this is water stone, because what's it called? Yeah, special attack's higher. Because the analog to this line is the Shifter line, right? And they get the Leaf Stone. So the Mirror Bees line get Waterstone, I believe. But obviously Waterstone is what we always want to be on the lookout for. But we're not guaranteed it, right? At least not that I'm aware of in the game. Our randomized shops, you know, whatever options that we kind of normally do, or I assume I did that. I guess I can't say that with 100% confidence because I forget if I mentioned that already, that I'm not recording this immediately after I did my initial randomization. So I had randomized it previously, and it has been like a week or so since then. But I would imagine I just did my normal randomization. So, like the settings that we as a group normally do. So nothing crazy, I don't think. I think we are. I think I'll get to 8 and call it there. I think is what I'm. Have everything at level 8, feel comfortable that I can actually use every mon, right? And then I think that should do it for. Yeah, once I get to 8, I will sign off, I believe, for this episode. And then hopefully I didn't just screw this up in any way. It's a watchable video. But obviously, if anyone else other than me is hearing this, then obviously it's successful, right? You would never see it just like the literal, like I thought the first run where I tried using the starter Phoebus. That was the only water of the 3 starter options, so obviously I was going to use it, and then had to scrap that. So obviously that's never seen the light of day. So I guess same applies to this, right? If you would not hear me say this if this doesn't see the light of day, right? So obviously if you do, everything worked out all right, and that's what we're here for. So we have gotten Jaws, so learn Rage, Sick. Yeah, so this is the squad we're looking at here right now. I will put this in the front because Gary is a beast, and I would like Gary to lead us onward. So next episode we will venture on through Route 102. I'm gonna put myself right here. We're gonna save. I will say thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.